Because it's very quiet or loud sometimes. I don't know which I am right now. Also, 5 viewer in here. Why is nobody saying anything? I am very sorry, Shellatook, but I do not agree with your opinion. Also, I hope this becomes my biggest stream ever, because I've gotten a max of 8 viewers at one moment. So if we could beat that, that'd be pretty nice. But honestly, I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave for a second. I'm gonna leave the stream. I am back now, and I still want to see. I'm gonna look at some extra polling. My chat is the best. Okay, I love to debate this community because reasons. Mr. Wilson already may be involved in those reasons, but okay. Let me not say anything about that. But also, I want to look at some polling. So, how do I add? Okay, there. Polls. Okay, I'm gonna look at 538. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go to 538. Okay, so I think. Okay, so let's look at the. Okay, so let's look at some Senate races. How popular is Joe Biden? Yes, I can be the best YouTuber, but I just am too lazy. Why is there whatever? Also, my parents voted today. I cannot vote because I'm only like 10 or something. But anyway, 3 people just left the stream. Am I that boring? Am I this boring of a damn streamer? Am I a bad streamer or something? Okay, I want to see the approval polls for a lot of things. Okay. Who's ahead in the national polls? Okay. Let's look at Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Okay, the Senate general election. Okay. I think this is probably a good sign for the Democrats that the Senate is doing good for them. But let's look at the president election. How do I get to that? Okay, so this is the who is the who is okay, so of course like it has been dead even, but as of right now, Kamala is winning by a decent margin. Also, I need to search up if there is any polls, if there's any major poll closings, so I could see that and stream it. I know there's some at 7 p.m. Also, seriously, am I this boring? Like, seriously, we had 6 people in the start of the stream. What happened? Am I this boring or something? Like I'm boring or something. Election results 2024. So, oh, some states have been decided. Let's go to the YouTube again. I'm gonna go to youtube.com on my PC to see what's happening. Yeah, let me go to CBS real quick. Trying to go to CBS. Trying to see what's happening. Trying to look at election coverage. Election coverage. Where is that? I've never thought. I want to see the election coverage, but trying to look at some things. Okay, Indiana and Kentucky have apparently been decided for Trump. Okay. Okay, so I have just gotten I've just gotten stuck. I found out that Indiana and Kentucky are both going to trade we all excited until like oh, 12 p.m. happens and oh no, California just closed their polls and now we lost our massive lead or something like that. I am currently trying to see as many polls as I can. And now let's go to Georgia's polls. So Georgia is currently a very, very important swing state for the current election going on. I'm trying to talk until the election actually starts at like 7 o'clock. So yeah. So currently Georgia is a 0.8 lead for Trump, which is good for Trump and bad for Kamala. Hi Sheila. Anyway, I think Trump could lose the state, but he's likely to win it because of these polls. These polls are okay. So you can actually see polls for all these. Okay, so obviously, let's look at these. Okay, let's look at all of these polls. Okay, obviously Joseph R. Biden was ahead for a while in District of Columbia. Anyway, okay, so I need to get. Okay, so why are we in the 2020 cycle? That's weird. Also, I think Michigan is a very, very likely to go Democrat state because of the fact that Minnesota, who is whose governor is Tim Walz, who is a running mate, is so close to Michigan. I think it would like make like a little spear on the. It would like kind of like make Michigan residents want to vote Democrat more. So I've been thinking it's the most Democratic of the swing states. And same with Wisconsin, according to the polls. Wait, no, that's the U.S. Senate election. I'm trying to find Wisconsin polls for the Okay, let's see Nevada's polls. Nevada is a very close state. Many, many people are thinking that it will go to Kamala Harris, even though Kamala Harris apparently does not have a lead in the polls right now. She did have a 1 point lead in late August, though. So that doesn't mean it is over for her. It is a very, very tight race. Let's look at Wisconsin polls. Wisconsin is about as Democrat as Michigan is. So, yeah, that is not a shocker. They are bordering states, so they are likely to have the same results. But also, let's look at my state of South Carolina. I'm very disappointed about this. This is very disappointing. Both my parents voted for Kamala Harris, and it doesn't look like Kamala Harris is going to win. I mean, the margin at least has been decreasing. Anyway, let's go to the closer states. Pennsylvania. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, I forgot we already done Pennsylvania. Let's go to Ohio. Wow, I thought Ohio was closer. That was like maybe in the 3 range. Huh? I'm doing a stream right now. Okay. Well, guys, I do have food coming in, so yeah, the stream's gonna be a bit slower because of that, but I will still do the stream. It's not like it's gonna be hampered by me eating food. But what swing states have we not done? We have not done North Carolina. We need to look at North Carolina's polls. Yeah, I kind of expected it to be the most Trump of the swing states. And now, let's look at this poll. Do Americans have a favor? Okay, so of course, when she became vice president, and as soon as all the news about her stopped happening, her favorability rating was very low. But then, when she became the nominee, she has a very high approval rating. So, yeah, she's basically even. Let's think about Donald Trump, though. Donald Trump has not done anything, really. It's got closer, but still, his unfavorable rating is a lot worse than Kamala. So let's look at all these polls. Yeah, a lot of these are saying Trump's unfavorable. Do voters want Democrats or Republicans in Congress? Okay, so it's saying that most people want Democrats in Congress. I'm very happy to see that. Okay, so let's see national polls. Of course, Harris is winning, but she did have like a 3-point lead at one point. But now it's just a 1-point lead, so this is fixating to be a very close election with a possible Trump victory. Wait, I did not think California was this, like, normal for me. Anyway. Okay. Oh, I have been looking at polls for about 20 minutes. You know, tell me any other ways that I could see stuff. So now that I've seen more polls, I'm thinking that this will tilt this way. And I think Pennsylvania is still tilting blue, but I think Nevada is tilting red. So this is my real fixated map of who will win this election. I think this is a likely scenario, and many others also think it is a very likely scenario to happen in this presidential election. I'm very happy that Trump is losing California. I'm sorry, but I think that's for the better. I might stop replying in the chat, but I have not really done that anyway. But I will be eating some food soon. So we're leaving. Well, not leaving, but just like, kind of slowing down the stream, sort of. I'll be back in a second. Guys, I am back. I was just trying to get my food, but the food will be here soon. The stream might be hampered a bit, but we should be fine. Yes, I think the election will be this. This is my prediction. After some polls I've seen in Georgia and Nevada, I think Nevada and Georgia will go to the Democrats, but I think Pennsylvania will stay like it was in 2020 and go to Kamala. Well, that stays 2020 because it's a different candidate, but you get what I mean. So, I think we'll probably have a civil war if it's this close, but I mean, at least Kamala will probably win. Well, it's kinda crazy. Dude, what? Shelly Cook. Honestly, I think we might have a civil war in America if it is this close. I honestly, I can't imagine what it would look like if it was a tie. We would probably go into a civil war, but it could happen. You never know. Let's look at some more polling data. Okay, let me put that in the map to where it was. Let's go to polls. I'm gonna go to Pennsylvania's okay. I think that could happen, that Among Us guy. I think that's actually a very plausible scenario. So I think that's a good map from you. But still, I think this Pennsylvania Senate race says Pennsylvania is going to Kamala because, like, Kamala's winning in the overall Pennsylvania poll for her versus Trump. So, and if the Democrat candidate for the Senate is winning against the Republican candidate for Senate, it is very likely our Kamala will win the state of Pennsylvania, despite what others say. So now, but like a state like Texas, you can obviously tell that Trump will probably win because of who's ahead in the Senate race. Like, it kind of visualizes who's doing what and what. Okay, so, like, let's see. I want to look. Let's go here. Arizona, okay. Okay, so let's look at Arizona's polling for who is ahead. Among Us guy, I definitely agree with you on that statement. Pennsylvania is probably the most likely state, not Georgia, to decide this election. Georgia, like, was pretty essential in 2020 for Biden, but in 2020 and 2024, it will likely go to Trump. So winning Pennsylvania is way more likely. So I think your map and my map are pretty good. Yeah, I think Georgia is a bit less of a game changer, and the fact that Kamala Harris only has to win 3 swing states, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin and Michigan, she's almost guaranteed to win, shows a very good sign for the Democrats. Also, We are already 30 minutes through the stream, and we are just still looking at many polls and predicting who will win. We need. I. But let's look at some states. I want us to look at some states that have a deep, like, one candidate, like, gaining on the other candidate. And I want to see some states that are like that. Like, look at Texas. In early September, Trump was only winning by like 7. Okay, I got food now. I got my food, so I'm not going to be next to the computer, so I will not be responding to many messages. So I'm sorry if you want me to answer your question in the chat, because I will not be able to. So, anyway, like I was saying, Texas has gone less Democratic over the last few months, which I don't personally agree with that. I think it's gone more Democratic, but anyway, let me move my chair so I can see the chat a bit better. Anyway, so I think Among Us guy is a lot. I think Among Us guy is doing very good with his predictions. I agree with him on a lot of things. Also, I have to mention it. This food is awesome. Okay, I had to. It had to be mentioned. I feel like just a couple thousand Pennsylvanians' votes could decide this entire election. It is insane. And now we can look at more national polls.
As with all the individuals, please try to do more.
But despite Arizona being a decently red state, the Senate polls look quite interesting. The fact that a Democrat is doing pretty well in the Arizona Senate general election. Although he was about 6 ahead just a couple weeks ago, he is still likely to win the state Senate election, which shows a decent sign for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris could win the state, but it's highly unlikely. Also, can there be a little more activity in the chat? Okay. Wait, Pennsylvania's even? Okay, jeez. Also, this proves that my point of Pennsylvania being tilt blue is likely because of the polls are saying that. But if the polls are saying something, it still could be wrong. Yeah, let's go. Let's see Nevada's polls. Yeah, it does say even. Trump is ahead, but I think let's see. Let's see if who is winning their Senate race, because this is a good indicator. Let's not. Okay, so I honestly think because of the Rosen being ahead in the Nevada Senate race, let's go back to the election map and let's wait, let me get it. I think we should put Nevada in the tilt blue category, which would make the election 276 to 2. So even though Trump is ahead in the presidential poll, I'm taking into consideration the Senate poll, which says that Kamala Harris will likely win the state, and that is what those two polls are what I'm basing it off of. So let's go to Arizona because I think it was close. I need to look at Arizona in the polling. The polling is very close in Arizona. Okay, let's look at Arizona. Arizona is obviously a Trump leading state with a 2% for Trump. But let's look at the Senate rate in Arizona. This makes up a margin of 2% Harris. If I average this out based on the Senate and the presidential, I think Arizona could go Democratic, which is a shock. So now we only have 2 swing states left to decide. Let's switch these out for just. Anyway, let's go to the Arizona back here again. Let's look at the Georgia. Okay, let's look at Georgia. Anyway, Georgia is Anyway, Georgia is a state which has historically, in the last 20 years, voted a lot of Republicans. So, and I think I think because Georgia's like red history is probably swinging it a bit more to the right, but we need to look at its Senate elections to see what it's out. At the let's look at the Senate elections. Where is Georgia at here? There's Georgia at the Senate elections. Does Georgia not have a Senate at all? Okay, let's go to the U.S. Senate. You're telling me the candidate who is losing the Arizona Senate race has the same name as my friend? This is tragic. This is absolutely tragic. Let's look at the House. Let's look at the U.S. House and the governor. So they are tilting to the blue in the House too, which is and now let's look at the governor. Okay, so this brings out a very, very like I think it's like within a 1%, like a 0.5% margin. Now that I've averaged all these out, now let's look at favorability rates. Okay, so like JD Vance's unfavorability is probably okay. So let's see. Yeah, on average, the Donald Trump and the JD Vance's are worse favorability, and the worst favorability, and the Tim Walz favorability is in the actual favorable section, which is very good for the campaign. And I will and this is why I'm putting Georgia in the blue category. Okay, can the thing go, please? It is so laggy because of how many dang ads there are. Okay, so now that we've gotten a lot of it sorted out, now let's look at the polls for North Carolina. North Carolina is a swing state here, and now let's go for all of the here's now Americans have favorability Kamala Harris. Okay, so let's go to the final poll that we're going to be looking at. North Carolina. Trump is ahead in a very, very slim margin, which is expected in the state. But let's see who they are voting for their governor. So the governor is very, very support. Like in a lot of polls, that he's easily going to win, which puts a better side for Trump in the state. Let's go to the U.S. House. Oh, God. But current polls say that these are old polls, but anyway, the new polls are saying that the probably winner is the Democrat. Now let's finally look at the U.S. Senate. Okay. I honestly think the tilt is towards Kamala. And this is the final map. Very good map. So this is the final map of the U.S. election. If you want to ask any questions about it, please say them in the chat. So, what do you think about the election? Also, is there anybody else here